difference between Hillary and Donald. Can you explain a little bit which side of New York they represent?
I mean, I don't think of Hillary. I know she's from New York and she's senator, but she's not originally from New York. I don't think much of her as being a New Yorker. I mean, I think the difference is just her political views, I would say, are more similar to New York City than Trump, and by a very wide margin, probably 70-30, 80-20 margin. And I think, her tolerance, her acceptance of diversity, embrace of diversity, certainly makes her a little different from somebody like Trump.
What will be the role of Bill in a Hillary presidency?
I'm sure he'll be a top advisor, but that's a great question I don't know the answer to. I'm not sure how that's going to play out.
Can he be a great first lady?
Well, not a great first lady. He'll be a great first husband. How that role is defined by him will be sort of fascinating to see, because it's certainly very different. First of all, the first ex-president, obviously, in the White House in that role, but the first man. So I have no idea how it'll play out, but it'll be interesting to see.
Is it healthy for a country when a couple may be in charge, well, at least in the White House, for 16 years? Well, not yet, but it could happen.
Healthy, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, it depends on the family. I think if people like Hillary Clinton and they like Bill Clinton and they think they both are good presidents, then great. I mean, I don't think it speaks to how unhealthy or healthy the country is because both Clinton and Bill Clinton and his wife become president.
I think the biggest problem for Donald is that within his own party, within the Republican Party, many people just hate him.
That is a problem, although if you look at the recent polls, he seems to be doing relatively well in the Republicans. I think his biggest problem is that most everyone who's not a Republican hates him. And I'm being serious when I say that. I think if you look at the polls among Democrats, among independents, he's incredibly unpopular, and that is his biggest problem, I think. I mean, I think the fact that a lot of Republicans aren't sure about him and vote for him is a problem too, but it almost pales in comparison to his larger problems with the electorate as a whole.
Is there any chance that the FBI or other legal problems will catch up to Hillary and make it impossible for her to run?
No, I don't think so.
But there's still some stuff that's not clear yet at the FBI.
I would say, with as much certainty as I say Trump isn't going to win, I don't think Hillary's going to have any illegal problems at all from the FBI.
What will be the main difference between a Trump presidency and a Hillary presidency for Europe?
I mean, the key difference for Europe is that you're going to have somebody who understands foreign policy and someone who doesn't. I don't think there's any comparison between what a Trump presidency and, well, there's a comparison to be made, but one would be a disaster and one of them would be, not a disaster, let's put it that way. I just think from the European perspective, having Trump as president should frighten them.